And I'm Enrique Lopez from USD. For San Diego, they're coming off a win off of LMU. Two of the stars of that game were the two big men, Roberto Mafra and Gino Palmer. The two big men combined for 30 points. But I talked to Coach Greer last night, and he told me they're going to have to get some new defensive schemes to handle Santa Clara's big John Bryant. And on the Toreros side, you know, it's been a tough season for the Toreros. They came off of a WCC tournament win and an NCAA berth, but Coach Greer has had to deal with some suspensions, some injuries, but one person that has been stepping up is Gino Palmer. He leads the team in blocks, rebounding, and points. It was a great game today on homecoming weekend. USD beats Valparaiso 42-14 to keep their 27 home game winning streak alive. Enrique Lopez reporting from Torero Stadium, USD TV. It's the rematch from last year's women's championship. The San Diego Toreros have been taking down teams all tournament long, and they're looking to take down the Gonzaga Bulldogs. I'm Enrique Lopez from the University of San Diego.
And I'm Steven Sandberg from Gonzaga University. Enrique, the Zags are determined not to let that happen tonight. They crushed LMU in the semifinals, and they're looking to go to their second NCAA tournament in 3 years.
Well, the Toreros want to get back to the NCAA tournament too, and the way they're going to do that is Kiva Herman. She scored 72 points in this tournament, and that is a tournament record. So if she can stay hot on the court, the Toreros are going to win this game.
And Kiva Herman was doing exactly what she needed to do for the Toreros. She stayed hot, including this fadeaway from the baseline that tied the game up at 11. And she wasn't through. Kiva Herman gets the great look on the jumper to put the Toreros up 20-18. She had 11 points at the half.
WCC Player of the Year Courtney Vandersloot was doing whatever it took to keep the Zags on top. She finds Vivian Freisen with a great pass down low, one of her 10 assists on the day. Later, Vandersloot drains a three-pointer to put the Bulldogs on top 23-22.
Evenly matched game as the first half came to a close with the Zags up 32-28.
But the Zags didn't want to let a ticket to the NCAA tournament slip from their grasp. They cranked up the defense in the second half. Vandersloot with the steal. She finds Janelle Beckering up the floor for the lay-in. After that, Beckering caught fire. She drained three three-pointers on the day and scored 14 points.
But Kiva Herman was trying to keep the Toreros' hopes alive. She drains the bucket to narrow the Zags' lead to 9, all part of her 95 total points for the tournament, WCC record.
But Kelly Bowen puts the final nail in the coffin late in the game with a big three-pointer. That gave the Zags a 12-point lead. The Zags went on to knock off the Toreros 66-55, and the win punches their ticket to the big dance.
It means the world to every single one of us. You know, we've worked so hard all year to be at this exact spot, and it means so much to us.
As it was getting down to the final seconds and you knew you guys were winning, you knew you were going to the NCAA tournament, what were you thinking about?
It was like the longest 10 seconds of my life. You know, I just wanted to be over. I wanted to celebrate with my teammates. You know, I was so excited, so happy, and so proud of every one of us.
Well, they're all great, but this is really special because this is something that this team had as a goal from day one. You know, we've been at the top of the mountain regular season-wise, and boy, they were really determined.
I thought, you know, fatigue set in there a little bit in the second half, but you know, I just thought they played with such confidence and poise and energy. I'm just so proud of them, and what an incredible run.
I'm Steven Sandberg.
And I'm Enrique Lopez for WCC TV 360. The 2009 WCC Men's and Women's Tennis Tournament was held in San Diego this past weekend. Both of USD's men's and women's teams were seeded number 2 in the tournament. The Torero women made it to the quarterfinals but were upset by number 3 St. Mary's. They finished 3rd in the tournament. Number 1 seeded Pepperdine defeated St. Mary's in the finals to claim their 7th straight title. As for the men, top player Dean Jackson spoke about whether or not his team could win it all.
Obviously, if I wouldn't believe in it, I wouldn't be here. And I mean, we're seeded number 2 in the tournament. I think it's going to be really tight, and I think our chances are 50-50. Honest, 50-50.
The Torero men did make it to the finals, but in the end were defeated by number 1 Pepperdine. The win is the 18th straight for the Pepperdine men's team. Reporting for USD TV, I'm Enrique Lopez. The Creative Collaborations Conference was held in the APJ this past week. The well-attended event brought together collaborative works by students with the guidance of faculty members. Many of the works entailed preliminary and completed research plus activities such as artwork that each student has labored over to complete. Environmental Studies major Chris Roberts talked about the process.
Well, starting the data collection about 2 months ago, and now it's the finished product, so it's been a long road.
Every department on the campus of USD was represented, from visual arts to science to business. Communication Studies Professor Dr. Jonathan Bowman spoke about the program's success.
Yeah, I think that turnout has been amazing. We've seen hundreds and hundreds of people come out today, and each year it seems to get only bigger. And student interest and participation has also increased. So I think the creative collaboration is going to be around for a long time.
Enrique Lopez reporting for USD TV.